Brad McMullen here at McIntyre Law with Jeremy Thurman. Big news, McIntyre Law now has a new managing partner, two of them. Jeremy, you're one of them. What does it mean to you to be a part owner in this firm?
Well, we've worked many years to build this up, and it's an awesome thing. I'm proud of the staff, and really everything we've accomplished here we could give back to the staff. But I'm also thankful to Noble and his leadership and the ability for us to move forward as a firm and have more active people involved in every case. And I think that's what this brings, a different new leadership, new ideas, in addition to what Noble provides. And so I'm looking forward to it.
And this is a big announcement for your family as well.
Yeah.
What does it mean to them when you told them the news?
Oh, my wife, I got 3 kids, and all of them are really happy and really happy for me, happy for the firm, and happy for the hard work we put in all these years to do it. So my wife gave me a big kiss when I got home, and she said congratulations, and we're looking forward to it.
All right, for people that don't know you personally, why did you decide to become a lawyer? And talk about your history with this firm in general.
Oh, sure. One of the things that inspired me to become a lawyer is in the mid-'80s, my father was burned really bad in a gas explosion. He spent a whole summer in a burn hospital in the Dallas area, and so he had to hire a lawyer and I got to see what that lawyer did for him and how it helped my family during what was a trying time. And so I'd always thought about being a lawyer, and I go to law school and graduate, and I always wanted to help people. And one of the things is, when I first got to law school, you're looking for jobs and doing things, and I went and I worked on the defense side for a year. I did not find it fulfilling. I didn't like trying to take money away from people who were hurt, and so I had the opportunity to come work with Noble in around 2004. I've been here ever since then. I've worked for, what would that be now, almost 16 years doing this. And so it's been a blessing in many ways. I get to emphasize and practice in the areas I like. I like to carry a small caseload so that I can give more individual time to each case, and it's just been really enjoyable from that perspective.
All right, for people that are at home right now and they're on the fence on who I should hire to help my family member, much like your family had to do with your dad, what would you say to them about this firm in particular?
I think the thing I would say is 2 things. We promise hard work, and we promise to listen. One of the things that I would say is, you can get a lot of people who will take your case, but we're going to work it. We're going to work it from the cradle to the grave, I call it, and that means we'll if we can settle it early, we will. If not, we'll try it till the last gray-haired judge says yes or no. And that's one of the things. But the other thing is the counseling aspect of it, the empathy part of it. We've personally been through a lot, whether it's our personal experience with my dad. I have had a daughter with cancer, and so I've seen the suffering of people, and I think one of the things we at McIntyre Law do, and I do well, is try to listen to people, try to take time to hear their stories, listen to them, and then counsel them. And if there's areas of which they may need some additional help, we try to get them that help, whether it's counseling. But at the end of the day, people are hurt that come to us, and I think we have a unique situation given a lot of our past and what we've experienced in life to be very empathetic toward them and to understand what they're going through and give them guidance, because we understand the hurt and the pain.
Amen. This is McIntyre Law. This is an Oklahoma firm helping Oklahomans that will fight for you. This is not a firm from Florida fishing for customers in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
These are Oklahomans helping their friends, neighbors, and family members.
Absolutely. We have. I kind of joke about it, but if you put a map of Oklahoma up, we have where we all grew up. I grew up in the southeastern part of the state. Noble grew up in the western part of the state. We got people from the northwest, people from the north, from the south, and so we all have connections. We have familiar connections and everything throughout the state, and we've all grown up here. I mean, we love everything about Oklahoma. We're the ones out here when a tornado comes through or whatever. We've been out here volunteering. We volunteer with the homeless, and so you're getting not only good lawyering, you're getting people who love Oklahoma versus some out-of-state group that is here, frankly, just to get your money.
Amen. And they will fight for you. McIntyre Law. Don't forget to learn more about Jeremy and this entire firm. Download the McIntyre Law app today. Brad McMullen here at McIntyre Law with Jordan Klingler, the newest partner with McIntyre Law. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So what did that mean to you and your family to become a partner at this law firm?
It meant a lot. It was a major stepping stone in my career. It just made me realize that all the hard work that I've put in over the years, going to school and working those long hours and helping all the people that I have, is starting to pay off. What I do is always rewarding, but it was kind of like a congratulations, here you go, for all of that time, those hours and those years.
All right, for the people that are watching at home, who are saying, okay, I know her, I've seen her on TV, I've heard her radio voice. What made you want to become a lawyer?
It's a good question. I had never set out to be an attorney. I never had any aspirations to do that. I grew up in Edmond. I went to UCO. I had a business degree and thought, I'm about to graduate. I don't know what I'm going to do. And I worked at a law firm at the time. So I decided just to go ahead and continue going to school. And I went to law school and graduated 3 years later and was still working at the same law firm. So I just kind of built on that, and then my career path changed and I started doing insurance defense, which ultimately led me to working for Noble and knowing that I wanted to help people and be on that side of the case versus a big company.
All right, for people that are watching at home, they want to kind of know a little bit more of your backstory. How did you become an employee first before you became a partner here at McIntyre Law?
I was working for an insurance defense company. I had not ever heard of Noble McIntyre or his law firm, which he was quite upset about. But I had had one case with his firm, with Jeremy Thurman, and after that case, I got a phone call from Noble, and he asked if I knew who he was, and I was very honest. I said no. I didn't know who he was other than I had had this one case, and he approached me about leaving my position there and coming to be a part of his team. And I was a little reluctant at first because change is always scary, and I had always been a very loyal employee. The first law firm I worked at, I had been there almost 10 years before I made that move, and so that was very important to me. So I wanted to weigh all of my options and really think about what was best for myself and my career. And ultimately, and fortunately for me, I decided to take that leap and moved over here to work for Noble.
All right, what did mom and dad think about the fact that you're now a partner and a part owner of a firm?
They were very excited, very proud of me. I think they know how hard I've worked. I think a lot of that is because of my parents. My parents have always been hardworking and instilled that in me from a young age, made me get a job when I turned 15, and I have always worked ever since, so they were very happy and very proud of me.
All right, for people that are watching this, you hope nobody ever needs an attorney, but unfortunately, eventually everyone does. And they're seeing all these, I call them fly-by-night national companies that may be from another state that are fishing for customers here in Oklahoma. This is an Oklahoma firm made up of Oklahomans who are fighting for fellow neighbors, family members in their communities right here in Oklahoma. What is the difference between your firm, McIntyre Law, and those national companies that are coming in overnight trying to say, call us now?
Our firm is based in Oklahoma. We're right here. Anywhere you are in Oklahoma, you could drive here and see us if you wanted to. Not all these other firms, they're not going to have people here. They may have a storefront, but you may not actually be able to sit down and talk to somebody. If we need to come to you or go to a scene or do an investigation, we can easily go there. It doesn't take a lot of time to travel about Oklahoma. Also, we are from Oklahoma, so we care about Oklahomans. Our friends live here, our family lives here. I've lived in Oklahoma my entire life. So has everyone else that works within this firm. And all of the partners have grown up here in Oklahoma, and we are dedicated to fighting for Oklahomans, and we want to keep Oklahomans safe.
And again, people don't need money to hire this firm. Kind of talk about how your fee structure works.
Right, you do not need any money to come and visit with us. You do not need any money for us to represent you. We handle cases on a contingency fee basis, which means that we are not taking any fee, we are not getting paid, and nothing comes out of the client's pocket until your case resolves, and then a check is cut off of the settlement. But no client has to have the fear or worry that they have to come into our office and come up with some kind of money to pay us. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah. What happens if you lose? Do they have to write a big check after the fact?
Absolutely not. If we lose, which we don't lose, but in the event
that,
that
right?
we were to lose, no, the client doesn't owe us anything. We take on that risk. We front all of the cost. You would not owe us for our time or any of our expenses in the event that we don't obtain a recovery for our client.
And let me say this, the proof is in the pudding. They've made a countless effort, a commitment to help Oklahomans. They've won hundreds of millions of dollars for Oklahomans just like you. So if you want a firm to fight for you and your family, you need to call McIntyre Law. Don't forget to learn more about Jordan. Download the McIntyre Law app today. And again, if you ever need an attorney, don't just go with anyone. Go with the one and only McIntyre Law.